Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Minister. Let me first start with my giving you my heartfelt congratulations to you personally and to the Swedish presidency for this remarkable semester, which started in the Arctic, in Coruna, and is completing in sunny Brussels. Also allow me, since I'm the first commissioner to speak publicly after Saturday, to welcome you warmly on the Eurovision triumph.
Thank you.
Let me also take this opportunity today to have a special mention to my colleague and friend, Maria Gabriel, who presented her resignation earlier today. I wish to take this opportunity to wish Maria all the best of luck in her new political endeavor. I'm sure that her abilities and her European spirit will serve her country well. As the Minister said, we discussed today two families of issues, youth and sport. Very quickly on youth, there is, we feel in the Commission, a huge deficit to young Europeans who were the ones that suffered most during the pandemic. They are the ones who lost many opportunities in employment, in training, in education, in mobility, in love. And with the exception of love, for the rest, we need to pay them back. And this is payback time. We are aware of that. Last year we had the European Year of Youth. This year we have the European Year of Skills. Both are vehicles meant precisely to address young Europeans. So we had a very, very good discussion today on practical ways of doing this. We insisted that our discussion with the youth should be inclusive, should go beyond the boundaries of Brussels, should address especially those young Europeans who do not have easy access to opportunities, to the city centers, to universities. We also, I had the chance to inform the ministers that this year we'll be finalizing a series of important reviews, the midterm review of our youth strategy, the midterm review of our Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps programs, and in very few weeks we'll be presenting a major communication on mental health. So these are concrete deliverables for payback to young Europeans. On Ukraine, we had a very meaningful public discussion in the presence of our Ukrainian colleague. We reiterated everything we have been doing from the start of the invasion to help Ukrainian students that are hosted in Europe and follow our education system. But everything else we do to help Ukrainians in Ukraine, where we finance the publication of school textbooks, we finance the reconstruction of 120 schools that have been destroyed by the war. And I assured the Minister on behalf of the Commission that the young Ukrainians who are studying with us and are part of our way of life are being trained not for us, but to be able to participate in the reconstruction of Ukraine. They will go back, and there will be a permanent bridge of friendship and cooperation between the European Union and Ukraine. On sport, very quickly, I insisted that the many aspects we discussed today should not be seen in a fragmented way. There is a broader context, and this is called the European model of sport. This is the framework within which we work together as Europeans on sport. As we speak, many young children are chasing a ball in a village or in a neighborhood. Sport is not only the competitive elite sport, but it's part of who we are. It's part of our way of life. It's a vector of integration, of society, of cohesion. So everything we discussed was how to preserve the preciousness of this model and do not allow those who want to destroy it, because this will not happen in Europe. The NBA or the Hollywood model, if you like, are not applicable to the European model of sport. We also discussed how we coordinate and continue our relentless fight against doping with the World Anti-Doping Agency being at the heart of our efforts. And finally, on human rights, yes, we all agree that in all major sport events, we should strive as Europeans to defend political freedoms, the rights of participants and the rights of spectators. These events under no circumstances should become an instrument of propaganda or for praising the war and the invasion. So we supported the European athletes, the Ukrainian athletes, and finally on the France's minister presentation on the way to the Paris Olympics 2024. We are now about 500 days before the opening ceremony. We feel that there should be a clear European dimension in the Olympic Games of Paris 2024, with our EU flags prominently showing in all Olympic sites. Thank you.